Second patient in the world cured of HIV, say doctors.
Here's a summary of the article.
A man from London has become the second person in the world to be cured of HIV, doctors say. He was not cured by the HIV drugs but by a stem cell treatment he received for a cancer he also had, the Lancet HIV journal reports. The donors of those stem cells have an uncommon gene that gives them, and now Mr. Castillejo, protection against HIV. In 2011, Timothy Brown, the Berlin patient, became the first person reported as cured of HIV, 3.5 years after having similar treatment. Stem cell transplants appear to stop the virus being able to replicate inside the body by replacing the patient's own immune cells with donor ones that resist HIV infection. Adam Castillejo, the now 40-year-old London patient, who has decided to go public with his identity, has no detectable active HIV infection in his blood, semen or tissues, his doctors say. It will not be a treatment for the millions of people around the world living with HIV. The aggressive therapy was primarily used to treat the patient's cancers, not their HIV. And current HIV drugs remain very effective, meaning people with the virus can live long and healthy lives. CCR5 is the most commonly used receptor by HIV-1, the virus strain of HIV that dominates around the world, to enter cells.
This post received a score of 52,677, with an upvote ratio of 96%. Here are the top comments in response to this article.
So this is uplifting news, but it's not going to be a widespread solution for now.
This is talking about a complete cure, which may not be widely accessible. But a lot of people don't know that the medications now are amazing. If you manage HIV with meds, you can get the virus rate so low in your body that it's not even transmissible. Which is pretty awesome, an effective cure in a lot of ways, aside from the fact that you are dependent on medication and the very real stigma in society that still exists.
Has the price for them in the US dropped at all?
My understanding is that they're much more accessible than they used to be. You don't have to be Magic Johnson to manage HIV today. There are generic options, more insurance coverage, and programs out there that can help. That said, it's not an insignificant cost. If you are managing any kind of long-term condition, Big Pharma will make you pay. Someone please jump in to correct me if I am wrong.
I know the Clinton Foundation is a favorite scapegoat on Reddit, but one of the biggest positives they did was to broker lower-cost access to the HIV medication in poorer countries. Opening square bracket.
Also, it was under the Bush administration that the U.S. government also got involved in getting antivirals to poor countries, particularly in Africa. One of the few good things I can remember that administration did amongst all the bullshit that was done.
Yup, the President's Emergency Plan for AIDS Relief PEPFAR. Still going, still funded, and one of the best things we have done in a long time.
PrEPFAR would have been a better acronym. Smart branding affects perception.
Perception of who? This isn't a product or service, it's a name of a legal construct. The products of which are directly affecting people who in most cases don't even speak English. The only possible perception factor is how the public perceives it when judging the governmental achievements, but if we are going this line then it wouldn't be any better, simply because 99% of the population wouldn't understand the pun. In my opinion, it would be the opposite of smart branding.
Although you can cure it, still a heck a lot of effort though.
And dangerous. Cancer is not a good thing to complicate anything with, yeah, but the bone marrow transplant itself has like a 30% death rate.
That's the type of tangible information I was looking for in this thread. Thank you.
Please don't use Reddit as a source of tangible information.
Yeah, WTF.
To simply swallow, bone marrow transplant has like a 30% death rate without any form of critical thought is amazing to me. 30% death rate during the procedure or afterward? What time frame afterward are they using to qualify that? What type of bone marrow transplant? How might number be increased or decreased based on patient age, overall health, other risk factors etc.? That number is meaningless without answering these basic questions that even a lay person with a high school education could come up with. Honestly, the level of intelligent conversation on this website is so low and gullibility so high that I honestly feel dumber for browsing more often than not.
This video was automatically created by Reddit to speech. The article and comments in this video were selected from Reddit according to their upvotes, and any paraphrasing was performed by smmry.com, without any human intervention.